Boxing Talk 8576, man. I recently heard the interview with Keith Thurman. He was saying that he's gonna fight a warm up, and then he may fight Sean Porter because of the Sean Porter is his mandatory for his WBC. So and then he said the Errol Spence fight maybe in 2019. I hear a lot of people making videos, giving Keith Thurman a hard time about that, man. Keith Thurman just laid out a plan. He just laid his plan out. You may not like it. I may want to fight sooner. The man said he's going to fight the man in 2019. I don't know how you jump to conclusion to say he's ducking anybody, because Keith Thurman, in my opinion, has never ducked a fighter. Keith Thurman has fought the hardest schedule at welterweight since Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. The guys that he beat, Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, he beat them back to back. Along with he beat Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? He had that fight with Julio. Not with Julio, but yeah, he had a fight with Julio Diaz, but he had a fight with Chavez, Diego Chavez, who was undefeated. Argentinian, you know, they're tough fighters, and that was a tough fight. That was a really good competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? So he fought a veteran like Collazo. So, you know, Keith Thurman has fought, you know, tough opponents and former world champions. And to me, Keith Thurman has been, his arrow is pointing up at welterweight. To me, he has the best welterweight resume. Not talking about Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao. Well, Floyd Mayweather is retired reportedly, so he got the best welterweight record besides Pacquiao. Pacquiao is probably a little bit better than he is, maybe. When I look at it, maybe not though. You know what I'm saying? That can be discussed. You know, because Pacquiao really beat Bradley, he beat Marquez at welterweight. He beat Bradley twice. Marquez, he beat the one kid. Vargas. So I still get Keith Thurman the edge. But at any rate, Keith Thurman, you know, he was out with an elbow injury. He had elbow surgery. A lot of people say his surgery was not real. I don't know why people saying it's not real. He got married, so he was out for a while. He says he's going to come back next year in 2018. My thing is this. Keith Thurman fought one time this year. He got injured. He was injured. Errol Spence only fought one time this year. You know, a lot of people talking about Errol Spence, but he fought one time this year. And he's going to end up fighting only one time this year. He's going to fight Lamont Peterson next year. I think, January or February, something like that, or March. So he only fought one time this year. And I distinctly remember people saying, oh, when everybody was dubbing Keith Thurman, everybody was like, man, Keith Thurman should move up. He can always come back down. He should move up and fight somebody at middleweight or junior middleweight, because he can always come back down and fight at welterweight. He can compete in two divisions like Mayweather did. I remember Boston saying that. I remember us being on the phone with Boston. He was like, man, why don't Keith Thurman move up and fight somebody like Boo Boo Andrade at 154? Remember that, Boston? So why ain't nobody asking Spence to move up to junior middleweight or middleweight to fight? I heard that Spence trainer said that Errol Spence will smash Triple G, which I don't believe. Triple G will be every welterweight. He will be every welterweight. None of these welterweights will beat Triple G at 160. Period. People talking about, oh, Triple G is slipping. No, Triple G is not slipping. None of these welterweights, including Errol. See, Errol Spence will get the worst beating because his style, he will get knocked out by Triple G with that style, that come forward style, putting your hands up, not moving your head, just putting your hands up, trying to walk through punches. No, that will not work. He will get knocked out inside of 5 rounds. I'm serious. He will get hurt. But nobody is asking Spence to move up. Y'all will say, well, if everybody ducking him at welterweight, why y'all not asking him to move up to a junior welterweight or middleweight to fight? I'm pretty sure he could have found a fight up there. He's so consumed with Keith Thurman. And see, one thing I do like about Keith Thurman, his mind is not consumed with Errol Spence. He's saying Errol Spence is part of the plan. He's not the plan. He's part of the plan, which that's a thinking man. That's what a thinking man does. He doesn't obsess with one guy. You know what I'm saying? And Earl Spence distinctly said he was not going to be obsessed with another fighter after Carol Brook. He said, I was going to see if I can fight Keith Thurman. If I can't fight Keith Thurman, I'm going to move on. Because eventually, him and Keith Thurman are going to meet anyway. Keith Thurman laid out his plan. His plan is to get a warm-up fight, see how, you know what I'm saying, test out his arm, satisfied with it. He said he's going to go to Sean Porter. After Sean Porter, he said him and Earl Spence can start negotiating in 2019. So I guess he's going to fight 2 times next year. So the man got his plan. Keep Thurman, keep doing your thing. Don't let these dudes tell you how to run your career. Your career is your career. It's going to do. You got a plan. You said you're going to fight the man. He didn't come out and say, I'm never going to fight Errol Spence. This is what people trying to make it out to be. Like he said, he's never going to fight Errol Spence. But Errol Spence only fought 1 time this year. He was not injured. He was not injured after the Carol Brook fight. He wasn't injured before the Carol Brook fight. Why he only fought once this year? Oh, people scared of him or what's away? We'll move up then. Move up and fight at Dream because you can compete in both weight classes. You can come back down. You can fight at 154. He can go fight Triple G because his trainer said he can smash Triple G. He said he'll beat Triple G. He said he'll stop Triple G. That boy will get killed by Triple G, man, with that style. That style is not going to beat Triple G, man. It's going to be an action-packed fight. Why it lasts is it's going to be over in 5 rounds. This is about to talk 8576 something out.